You had last question over here, I think.
Yeah, I was wondering if you or your experts, if you could name one thing that you think everyone needs to have to be prepared. If you can convince your friends only to do one thing,
Okay.
what would that thing be?
We've got 4 minutes to get through all of you. One thing. What would be the one?
You need to communicate. You need to be able to talk to folks. I'd say amateur radio.
Have his backpack.
Yeah, I'd say food and water, a supply.
We can make these questions these answers a little longer. We have 4 minutes.
So freeze-dried food that has a extended shelf life that you don't have to worry about. You can pull it out from under your bed or a closet, add water, it's ready to eat.
And in different locations.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. It's not stuff. It's not what you put in your house. It's what you put in your head. It's a mindset and a knowledge and a skill set. That's what you need. Because all this stuff you can lose. You can put this stuff in your house, wiped out with a tornado. The one thing that I've learned in 4 years of being involved in this industry and talking to everybody that's ever had any type of situation where their life was threatened, I started talking to people like oncologists, cancer doctors, that have to deal with people with terminal illnesses. And I say, what's the one thing that makes a patient survive versus another patient? And they say when that patient is a pain in the butt, when they want to know every single reason for every single thing that I'm doing because that guy knows what he does matters. So it's your mindset. I don't care what you put in your house. It's what you put in your head, what you put in your heart.
Frank, go ahead, follow that. That's like following puppy dogs and children.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say the basics. You really need the basics to survive the initial, storm. The food, the water, a good supply of that kind of stuff is vital. Just totally vital. And then you can build up from there. I know I'm going beyond answering your question when you say the one thing, but you can build up from there.
My answer is the reason why I moved here. Be surrounded by good, decent, like-minded people. We don't all have to agree on everything, but we all have to pretty much be going in the same direction, and that we can count on one another, even though there will be a lot of us that are freaking out. Generally speaking, we're going in the right direction, and that usually comes from a belief in God. If there is one thing, I'll tell you, I don't think I've said this before on the air. For about 2 years now, maybe 3, I have been hearing in my promptings in prayer, study the Bible, you're going to need it. And it was so strong that for about 6 months I didn't pick it up because I was afraid. I don't know, because I didn't want to even think about what that meant. And my prompting changed about 18 months ago, and it was read only the Scriptures. That's extraordinarily difficult for me to do. I have added other things, but I am studying my Bible like I never have before. Somebody asked me just a couple of weeks ago, where do I even begin? What can I read? What can I do? What will give me? It's a history book. You will see the patterns in it, and you will see the solutions in it. You can take the Bible now and almost take out the names of the Bible and insert current names of current people, and you will see the patterns, including yourself. The best thing about it is every single one of these prophets, every single one of these people, none of them were perfect. None of them really wanted it, Moses was slow in speech. He was a stutterer. You're going to have me speak for you? Wow. It is the most important thing that you can possibly do. If you're going to do one thing, read the Bible with good friends around you and your family. Make sure you know it. We're going to need it. Thank you so much for tuning in to GBTV. Thank you so much for watching. Back in a minute.